Pre-sales are when you go out to the market and you say, this is the product that we are building. We're going to be breaking ground on such and such a date. We believe that we'll be able to deliver the end product in this date. And we incentivize people to get in early, right? To be, because they're going to get a better pricing than when we get to the finished product. And so there are folks out there who say, I really want to live in this area. I would love to live in the hottest, newest luxury condo in the West Gray area. It's right on West Gray itself, front facing. I can walk to all these clubs and the restaurants. And it's just such a walkable. This is beautiful. I want this product. And the timing is right for me. Maybe I'm in school and I'm going to be graduating in 2 years, and so I don't have to complete the contract and close for 3 years. That's perfect for me. So there's a market out there, and so pre-sales are, they just enter into the contract. They sign the contract. They pay a percentage, maybe 10% of the money that goes down, and of course, and it goes hard. Like, you know, typically we'll have like a 90-day period where they do their due diligence. There's not much to due diligence on, and then it goes hard. We have to return it if we can't deliver the product. Of course, we would be in default if we did that. And in Texas, unlike in Utah and other states, we can't use the deposits as part of the development budget. It has to sit in an escrow. But it's good because you get the sales locked up and this is valuable to us to know what, you know, to keep an eye on where we're at and how many we need to sell and where we need to turn our efforts. But those are the pre-sales, and it's really nice if you can get a lot of pre-sales done before, because then you're ready to close as soon as you open. As soon as you open, you're ready to close, pay off any debt that you have on the construction loan, on the acquisition loan, and not have those carrying costs. And so it's really very valuable. It depends. If you need an extension on the construction loan, for example, right? And you go and you're going back to the debt facility, to the bank or the debt lender or whoever, and you're saying, hey, we'd like to get an extension on this. They want to know, where are we at? And having a whole bunch of pre-sales is very valuable to them, because that's how they're going to get paid back. And so, yeah, very helpful there. It's very helpful to do that. Or if you have to raise more equity, for some reason, you don't want to increase your debt and you want to raise more equity, it's a great thing to say, here's where we're at, and we already have all these pre-sales. This product is going to sell. This product's great. We have a lot more certainty in what our return profile looks like. And so, yeah, it's always, it remains good for the capitalization of the project. You never know when something's going to come up. Happens all the time. You need an extension. You need to do something else. You maybe midway through the build, you decide, hey, you know what? Why don't we build another floor? Because things are going so well, and we're going to raise a little more equity, or we're going to increase the amount of debt in the construction loan. And so these things are valuable. Not only that, but sometimes you're telling your construction lender that we're planning on doing pre-sales. Here's our estimates, and you're taking draws from them. Well, they want reports. They're going to keep an eye on it, and so being able to report to them and say, here's where we're at, and we're exceeding expectations, or these things are valuable too for that relationship. And a lot of times you're building relationships with. We continually go back and use some of the same debt lenders because we've had great relationships with them. And we have some, for example, we've done several hotel deals where they say, we know you guys are you're the in club. Anything, you bring everything to us because we've already underwritten you and you always perform so well. And so we're sitting, you know, ready, because they have to deploy capital. They need someone like us, a trusted partner that can execute. They're always looking for that themselves, because on their side, that's their business. And so these are win-win scenarios. And so, you know, being able to, you know, to develop these relationships is important. We've never done that, and I can see a future where maybe there's an arbitrage play. There's some sort of providing some sort of capital in some way to these end buyers that might make sense. But no, we don't provide. We're not debt lenders, and we've never done that. We haven't done that on any of our condo projects to date, but we have talked about things like that, right? Especially if you have a product that might be a little tougher to sell, and you want to work out something that will assist in those sales, and you have a lender who's amenable to that and would like to get that kind of business. But we haven't done that yet, and we don't have that relationship on this project.